Shut up and sit down.
I have the pleasure of introducing our next speaker. I first met Colin at Jamie's place, actually, at Third Coast Compassion in Ypsilanti, Michigan, right as we were beginning to kick off the effort to legalize marijuana in the state of Michigan. Colin is really an upstanding guy, very passionate about this cause and many others, and it shows through in his behavior, and just genuinely a really nice guy. I have the privilege of calling him a friend, and you know, there's always a good anecdote to share about most people, and the one I love to share about Colin is that he was working in a cannabis business, and it was robbed. And apparently, Colin is so dedicated to the patients that he continued to serve his patient, even though the business was getting robbed. And he is famous for telling the offender when they walked behind the counter that they had to get out and they didn't have a card. So, Colin, excellent job. You know, it's
Thanks,
my pleasure
everyone.
to announce my
No matter what the issue, he's gonna follow the rules. Okay. He's
All
gonna
right.
follow
On
the
that
rules.
note, I was gonna
See murder.
on that note, I was gonna mention that we need access to like banking in the cannabis industry, because there's a lot of cash on hand in these cannabis businesses, and I think that it would just be like a lot better and safer environment if we could allow these businesses to have access to like credit cards and just all types of banking things. I was going to talk about Decriminalize Nature. I shout out to Q and Julie already, who already spoke about it. But just like cannabis, entheogenic plants and fungi are scheduled substances that provide profound healing and have medicinal qualities to them. Check out Decriminalize Nature Ann Arbor on Instagram, Facebook. We have a website. There's places to donate there. And if you're interested in doing it in your own city, wherever in Michigan, Decriminalize Nature has resources for you that you can access and create your own coalition in your own city. I wanted to talk about, as consumers, we need to challenge ourselves to find out where our cannabis is being grown, how it's being grown, and where it's being tested. We need to challenge city councils and townships who do not have our interests in mind to operate cannabis businesses in our communities. We need to end mass incarceration and expand and expunge records, just like Yusuf Ravi and Chuck Ream and all those other speakers kind of touched on earlier. And also, thanks for just letting me be a part of this virtual hash bash. I want to shout out Michael, Jamie, Rick, Nick Sattel, Debra, Young's Organic Garden for keeping me elevated through this lockdown and through this hash bash. Happy 420, everyone. Stay home, stay safe. A couple other activists I want to shout out to is that we did mention was Josie Scoggin. She was the one who kind of reached out to me in the beginning. Also, Chuck Voltzel. We don't really hear from him, but he was one of the earlier activists in Michigan Legalize, and he helped me out a lot and got me to step out of my comfort zone and ask a lot of people for their signatures to legalize marijuana in Michigan. And check out Michigan Normal and your normal chapters around the state, and the Michigan Psychedelic Society. There's a couple chapters around the state, and check out their website if you want to start your own psychedelic society. But yeah, happy hash bash, happy 420. And, I should light a joint or something, all right?
That's right.
Right on, Colin. And Colin, of course, joins us regularly. In fact, runs the boards at Jazz Cabbage Cafe and is oftentimes on Planet Green Trees.